I got bigger things, much bigger things that I've been, I guess, called to do, directed to do. So one of the most painful experiences that I've had to do, because I was always growing up told, like, hey, you need to have a job. I mean, not necessarily always told that I need to have a job, but I grew up under the impression that I needed to have a job to be able to have like an income to be able to survive, essentially. It's just, as soon as I found out about the whole digital area and digital way of making money, my view of creating wealth or living the life that I want to live, like, all of it changed in ways that I guess I never really understood until recently. Like, I'd been so strong for so long. I put so much there's two license plates. There's a C-Class and there's an OMG EWW, and that's part of the reason for me doing this, and I can explain that in another video. Me going off and doing this and understanding that there was different ways to make money other than being in the 9-to-5, and I didn't realize this until like now, but I remember when I was a kid hearing about King Bach. I don't know if you guys know who King Bach is. He was on a Sunday Story, like Sunday, wow. He was on the Sunday news, and I think that was the moment when I was like, okay, this is like, I can actually make a living doing this. Because originally, like, I had no idea that I could make a living, that I could... Homeboy just tried to kick that lady. I had no idea that, like, people could make as much as they make online making movies, making YouTube videos. Like, I never knew that that was a possibility until till one day my dad was like, hey, have you heard of this King Bach? Like, he's making $1 million a month, like, with 6-second videos. And I was like, what? I can't remember how old I was exactly. I think that was when the seed originally got planted. And then when I was in college and I saw somebody's W-2, which, if you guys don't know what a W-2 is, it's essentially just a tax form. Once I saw what they could do, like how much they made in their year, like doing YouTube videos, and this was like when I was back in the game and understanding how like pivot women, essentially. As soon as I found out that, like, their tax statement, they showed it during their sales pitch, essentially, which was genius at the time. Like, I didn't understand it back then because I didn't understand how these sales pitches worked, and as I've gone down these rabbit holes of seeing how they do work, it was actually a really smart way of them doing it. It's crazy. They showed a W-2 of them making, I think it was like $2.5 million in a year, and that was just from ad revenue. Like, that wasn't including any merchandise, that wasn't including any sort of like sponsorship deals, that wasn't including any other types of funds, and that was just from them making YouTube videos of them doing what they wanted to do every single day. Internet is something that when I was young, I always wanted to, like, create a website. I wanted to create videos. Like, I created a couple of videos, posted them online. It was just, I was always told, like, those things are going to be up there forever. Like, be careful, be cautious of what you post. So I never actually fully committed to posting things or posting content. And I've come to realize like, people can judge me all they want. Well, I'm laughing right to the bank. Like, I get to do what I want to do every single day of my life. Like, I'm not having to go report to some boss, or I'm having to wait and sit in on a meeting. Like, I'm not having to do any of that anymore. get to go to the gym when I want to. I get to run when I want to. I get to exercise when I want to. I get to work when I want to. Do I have any income as of right now? I have enough saved up to last me a year, plus some, if I don't have any income coming in. It's just from me knowing me and me knowing what I've been able to do with my exercise, riding my bike, lifting weights, dieting, losing weight, gaining weight, running, climbing the corporate ladder on my sales job that I had. I've been able to do things that have surprised me in ways that I never would have expected. And if I was able to do that, and still be here standing, I figure I might as well give this a go as well. Like, give this a try. Because I've come to realize, like, after having a close friend of mine pass and grieving over his loss finally, essentially, not even finally, essentially, just realizing that I should have been to the funeral and actually grieved and realized that he's no longer here. I think after seeing that, and then also hearing, like, about how a guy that I used to work with, how someone he knew, his fiance's girlfriend, I believe, ended up getting in a car crash and dying. And then I saw a video on Instagram the other day, and like, I ride my bike a lot, and there's these two high school kids, I believe, maybe younger than that or older than that. They just ran over this guy in the middle of the road, like they were laughing at it, essentially. And then that day I ended up going out and riding my bike because I'm like, I'm not gonna let the fear of this hold me back. And I think that's the problem that I was facing, was I was allowing the fear to control me so much that I wasn't able to move forward. And that's why, like, when I saw Harry Potter, like, just recently, it was in theaters again, Harry stared Voldemort right in the face. He stared at the thing that frightened him the most. And people stood by him. People supported his decision. He had to die first. A lot of us have to die first before we can actually reach our potential. It's a part of growth. And if any of you want to do something big, there's going to be parts that are going to have to go. I've had to kill off multiple parts of myself. Multiple parts that I believed in, that I thought to be true. Just everything that I've seen, the movies that I've watched, the people that I've connected with, the interactions that I've had, they've been directing me to this moment right here. I'm staring fear in the face, and I'm not backing down. People are gonna say some things. Not everybody's gonna believe me, and that's okay. Because I believe me. I believe in me. The things that I've seen, the things that I've done, nobody can question that. Nobody can take that away from me. Giving this a go. happens. Because I've already seen other people do it. I've seen hundreds of thousands of other people do it. And they don't have the same work ethic or drive or focus that I do. And they've been able to make it happen. So I can make it happen. That's why I've been running these past couple of days, because when I first started running, I could barely catch my breath. And now I'm running and I can actually talk as I run. And this has only been a couple of runs, maybe like a weekish, and I've seen this much growth. When I actually focus on something and I actually dedicate myself to it, I make it happen no matter what. It's just I can't do these two things at once. I can't have a job and then make videos, because it's like I always have a paycheck coming in every 2 weeks, so it's like I don't have to work as hard on this and I can just half-ass it essentially. Whereas that's not the case anymore. Now it's this. Like, if I don't do this, I don't eat. Like, it's as simple as that. Just I'm selling myself, selling my dream. I'm done selling my soul to someone else. I hope this resonated with someone. I'm gonna go sit in the sauna for a bit. I'm thinking like 30 minutes-ish or so. All I can say is, if there's something that scares you, something that you're wanting to try, just give it a go. You can always go back. I know we won't. I know it won't come to that. I won't allow it to. So, we'll see. See how these next 3 months go. I think it should be good for me and everyone involved. Sorry, brother. Ah, all right. Yeah. See, and you see this? It's Tundra, baby. Oh, yeah. Couple more weeks. Or months, I guess. And we'll have that as well. All good things. Sometimes you have to give everything up before you can have everything that you've ever wanted. So.